What do you want to work on?
Oh man, so I had my first tournament this Saturday. Of course, they were attacking me. My partner was able to tell me to like,
Basically handling attacks better.
yeah, especially when it's like the kissing starts to speed up.
We'll get lots of practice at that. Well, you've been playing a lot this morning, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll attack you when I want to, and just be ready. And you can attack if you want to. But... Okay. So we're just going to fundamentally change how you're doing your backhand a little bit, because right now you're kind of like just punching it.
Yeah.
And that's not exactly what I want you to do. When you're doing the backhand counter or block, it's more like a frisbee throw. So stand at the kitchen line. Show me your ready position. Okay. Off. There we go. No flip flops. Here we go. So you're here, and then when it comes to your backhand, you just turn to here, and then you kind of turn back. And if you have time to do a full stroke, then you finish with this pointing where you want it to go. So it's going that way, go that way. If you were on this side, you wanted to go that way, you'd end it sooner. And then you're really kind of tight.
Oh yeah.
Be loose, but be strong.
Gotcha.
So here, loose, strong, and it's kind of like you're throwing your frisbee, and you're kind of getting this to whip. And then the other main idea is you're getting your shoulder behind it, where you're really strong with your shoulder. So for example, a lot of people when they're out here, they don't hit it very well. They hit it probably kind of like that, like they lose a lot of their power. When I am out here, it's still in my wheelhouse because I get my shoulder behind it. I can still hit it just as hard out here as if it's right up my body. So anyways, just like shoulder gets behind it. When I reach with my shoulder and my hand. But anyways, I'm just gonna feed you some putaways, and we're gonna work on your backhand putaway. So right now, I want you to put it away at their feet. We're gonna pop it up a little bit higher. You just put it away with your backhand at their feet. Teaching one more idea for this one. So ready position. So ready position in the middle. When it's higher, you reach up like this. You don't. A lot of times, I see people kind of go like that, and that's really difficult to get it down. If you're here, as you swing forward, it will naturally go down. And then just make sure you finish, kind of pointing where you want it to go. Not only so it goes that way, but also if I finish like down here, it's going to go at the bottom of the net. Or if I go here, it's going to go to the baseline. So I want to finish pointing at the tube. So okay, here you go. Putaways at the feet. And I want you to try, instead of just waiting here, I want you to try to just like go back, go forward, so it doesn't just stop back here. So it's, see how it kind of builds up momentum. It's like I'm building up the energy to whip. I'm just not waiting here yet. Kind of, but it's just back and forward like a. Okay, here we go. Okay, that was going to be a lot better though. You're still a little too tight. Be loose but strong. There you go, good. Okay, pretty good. Okay, you didn't move enough. You got to move it to whip it. There you go, better. Good. Oh, that was a better one. You got a better contact. You didn't just hit your spot, you hit through your spot. That's pretty good. Again. Okay, and then so right now you're doing a wrist snap. I like doing a wrist snap, just I'm going to change it a little bit. You're doing the wrist snap like here to here. You're going like up and over. Instead, I want you to make it more like back to front. So it's more this way, or if you're here, then it's like this way. It's not like that way.
So it's
not like that. It's not like it's going up and over. It's more like this way, where it's kind of if it's higher, then it's kind of at this diagonal a little bit. Yeah, it's not coming back. Also, if I'm like this and I mistime it, it's this wants to go up, and it's also not as good or high quality anyways. So there's no reason to do that. Okay, here we go. Good try. Okay, that was a really good one. Remember, don't just wait here. Have it still, even if I'm here really early, I'm still like slightly moving it, and then I go. Good try. Good. Nice, that was a good one. You're a little late on your kind of whip. Let it whip a little sooner. Whip. There you go. Whip. Yeah, so like if you watch me for a second, I'll just hit it right here, but whip. I kind of start my whip kind of sooner than you. You're waiting just a little too long. And then yeah, don't just hit your spot, hit it through your spot. That's good, yeah, you're hitting through your spot. You're coming up and over it again though, which makes it harder to aim. Okay. And, let your forearm whip a little bit. You're keeping it kind of one unit. Let the forearm go like be whipping. Good try. Hit the ball solid. There you go. That was solid. Okay, 3 more. Good. 1 more. Nice. Okay, I'm going to do it a little bit lower. And instead of hitting it at their feet, the net's going to be more in your way. And so it's more likely you're going to miss if you go at their feet. So we're just going to make it easier. Just hit it at their knees, which more is symbolized by going at right there, at the tube right there. So bend your knees a little bit more, get lower. It's going to be more at this height, and you put it away at the tube right there. Okay, you're just reaching your hand out. Reach with your shoulders too. So if it's out here, go like this. Don't just go like that. Okay, good. That one's more like a punch. Remember, it's a frisbee throw. So it's here. You throw your frisbee. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Frisbee throw. Good. Much more powerful. Yeah. Nice. Good. You found it. Good try. So just finish at the tube. Even when it's higher. You have a harder time when it's higher than when it's lower. Okay. It's like I like to think of it as I'm shaking someone's hand, getting ready for it. When it's higher, I'm just shaking someone's hand like this. So just like reach up to shake their hand. If it's even higher, I'm just reaching up. Eventually, my elbow goes up too, but I'm reaching my hand up to shake their hand. Yeah, good. Okay, lower again. Bend your knees. Good try. Finish with you kind of went here. Finish with the tip pointed at the tube. Good. Bend your knees. Pretty good. Okay, so it's going to be even lower, and then instead of aiming at the knees, you're going to aim at their paddle hip. Which, if they're right-handed, it's going to be at this right hip. If they're left-handed, it's going to be at this left hip. You have the paddle hip. You're just going forward, kind of like that, like that. So it's still a put away. Still got that put away feel, but we're aiming at their paddle hip. And so even though the ball is pretty low, you can still like counter and attack back. Here we go. Good try here late. Good. Great. And I mean, if it's high enough where you feel like you can go at their knees or their feet, the order of operations, let's say I'm standing here, my partner's over here. If you can hit it to open space where I can't even get a paddle on the ball, you're going to win every time. If we're covering what we should be and you have to hit it to one of us, and we're all at the kitchen, then I want you to, if you can, go at the feet if it's high enough. Next is the knees. The knees are not used enough in pickleball. You hit it at my knees, most of the time I'll pop it up even higher, and now you can go at my feet. And then lastly is like the paddle hip, or if I'm waiting with a forehand, you could go to my backhand. There's some nuances at that point, but paddle hip is usually a pretty good spot to go. Okay, so keep going. Good. That's a little high. I'll be a little lower. Here we go. Good. You're a little late on the whole thing. Start your whip a little sooner. Can't be late. So I'm not going to feed you the ball now. Now it's going to be a little more realistic. We're dinking. but I'm gonna pop it up to your backhand, and you gotta do this where it's not like absolutely a feed. Like usually when they pop it up, it's not a perfect pop up. You gotta be, and you don't know it's coming, so you gotta be good enough at this to be ready for pop up. Then the next step is, are you ready? Are you good enough at it to be ready for an attack or a faster pop up? So anyways, I'm just a dink until you get that pop up. Okay, good try. So you finished like here, and that's gonna finish in the net most of the time. So don't finish so low, because then you'll finish into the net. Same thing, and you're late. Start that whip, and don't be so tense about the whip. Like if I'm really tense, like actually don't hit it as hard. See, I hit it like 3 times as hard with less effort. Yeah. Where'd the frisbee go? Let's bring the frisbee back out. There we go. Ready? Frisbee. Okay, pretty good. Try not to finish over here. Good. I'm ready to protect myself at all times. Good try. So you're finishing over here. I want you to finish in front. Okay, pretty good. You only used your wrist though. It's wrist, forearm, and shoulder. Good try. Get it lined up with the shoulder, forearm, and wrist, and then go for it. You're not quite lined up very well there. Okay. I mean that's more like a block feel or a push. Okay, be confident. Do your stroke. Keep doing that put away stroke. You can do it. There you go. Pretty good. And so frisbee throw. Get the shoulder behind it, forearms whipping, but get that wrist snap as a frisbee throw. Okay, let's see it. There we go. Wrist snap. Okay, good. Again. Okay, so you're maybe going a little bit too much on my feet or my knees because you're hitting the net. So don't be quite so greedy. Just make sure you're being safe. Good. So you were like this. It's higher. You want to be here. Okay. So go. Finish pointing at my knees or my feet. Try not to go just right back at my chest. Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit. So you have the wrong angle. Okay, first off, you're holding more of a forehand grip, which makes it a little bit harder to do backhands. So try not to have your thumb, like this is not quite a crazy forehand grip, but it's a little bit. So I would be having it where like, it's more here. If your thumb's going to be up, you want it more like on the outside of this bevel right here. You don't want it kind of on top of it. If it was purely on top, that would be a heavy forehand grip. But that'll make it easier to hit these backhands. And then when you turn here, when it's higher like this, see how we're reaching up? Like so when it gets lower, like now when we're net level, we're just to the side, like we're shaking someone's hand to the side. Once it's down, we're like reaching to pick someone up. Yeah. And then you could still, even here, I can still do my regular like put away stroke. Just like start down, and that helps. I swing forward still, and because I'm down, helps me get the ball up and over. But anyways, so it's here. It's like a window shield wiper. The higher I go, the window shield wiper goes up. The lower I go, the window shield wiper goes down. So your window shield wiper is broken, or you're going like this, and that is a broken window shield wiper. It's got to go like that. So yeah, just make sure you're matching. It depends on the height of the ball, so make sure you're matching it. Here we go. Okay, the same thing we were doing. Here we go. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, there you go. You fixed it last second. You started out a little bit off, but then you fixed it. Good. Good. There you go. Now it's easy to hit it where you want to go. That should be a backhand. Same thing, you just do the backhand here. Okay, now that I'm going a little at your body, you're too close. Just ready position, turn. See how I'm out here in front? I'm not reaching out in front, but I'm just here in front. You're coming back to here. That's causing a little bit of issues. Yeah, that's good. Nice one. Good try. So when you hit that forehand dink just now, you're kind of leading from like over here, like this is going and this is lagging behind a little bit. It's okay if this is what's leading and is in charge, but don't let this lag behind as much. So let it kind of like follow along sooner. Don't like lag behind a bunch. Let's see a couple of those. Don't let it lag behind. Good. Yeah, it should be a push. Yeah, you did it even there. Don't let it lag behind too much. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So when you're here, we need the. So I swing forward when I'm like this, but when I swing forward, see how I start down here and then I finish kind of up here because I'm underhand. So it has the lift it needs to get over the net. So every dink needs the lift to get over the net. It's not a ton, but it needs some. So just make sure you're giving it the lift as we're giving it the forward. Good. Nice. That's good. Good. Okay. Try not to. Some of these you're like this, where your shoulders kind of and your elbow are kind of disconnecting from your body. Can you see that? It's like it's not connected. You can, even if I'm reaching here, I still try to keep it connected. I try not to disconnect. So anyways, try not to disconnect those. Good. Good, looks good. Nice. Okay, much better. Okay, all right. Going back to what we were doing, but now that looks better. There we go. Okay, you're going down too much. Like you're going down to the knees of the feet. You should be going forward with the right ankle at the knees of the feet. You're really good. Nice. Nice snap there. And you hit it down. Good. Good try. So just move your hand and your elbow here. You don't have to like move, like it doesn't have, you don't have to like move your body to it. You just go like this, like you elbow someone out of the way to here, and then you hit your shot. That's good. Here we go. Okay, good job. Way to be ready. Nice. Nice. Good job. Nice one at the feet. Woo. Good try. Nice. Good. Good try. You're a little late reaching there. And hit that reach with your hand and your shoulder. Don't just go hand. There you go. You did better that time. Good try. Especially if they trick you a little bit, or it's a little bit weird. Take a tiny bit off maybe, but like the first step is don't go like necessarily as greedily at the feet. Go aim a little bit higher than what you would normally do, just to make sure it happens. Because if I aim at the feet, but I misread it a little bit, I could miss into the net more likely. Good. Good job. I like the power behind that. Save that for a tournament. Ooh, and you're just doing the wrist snap. We want on everything else, throwing the frisbee as well. If I just throw a frisbee with my wrist, like it's not as strong as like, bang. That's gonna be a lot better. Okay, be confident. Good. Okay, I tricked you a little bit. That's okay. Okay, good job. Good adjustment. I hit it slower than you probably thought, and you handled that change of pace well. Good job. Oh, my bad. Ooh. Even when you block, just do that same frisbee throw, but like it's a little version rather than a big version, but it's not like a punch when you block. Just be careful. Some of these, make sure you're not tiptoeing forward when you're still volleying, because I mean, you're right here, so there is no tiptoeing allowed, because then you're going to lose the point. Okay, so when it's here, it should be a little bit more like this rather than like that. But okay, I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Be ready. Good try. Ooh, good one. Good job. Ooh, good try. Good job. That's good. Much harder to attack you. Good. You even guessed strong and you did well. Nice. Try. That's one reason I'm not a huge fan of the lean, because you kind of I think you thought I was coming more here, so you kind of lean this way, but then I went somewhere else. Even if you get the lean, like let's say I was going here and you get it, now you're kind of like, if the hand battle keeps going, you're kind of out of position now. So I prefer like. Maybe you just lean with your upper body, or I mean, just be careful of the lean. There's some negatives there. Nice, good. Behind your counter. Good job. Bad luck with the net. My bad. Okay, it's the time, like that's a timing issue where it's coming at a different timing than you expect. So that's one reason I like to flow, where I'm not just waiting here, because if I'm waiting here and the timing's off, I'm in trouble. But if I'm flowing back, even if it's a little bit of a different timing, I'm still like able to get my right timing. Good try.